back, folks. Well, or if it's the first time here, welcome for the first time. And tonight we are going to be making a version of a cheesesteak sandwich. I'm not going to confuse this with a Philly cheesesteak sandwich because I'm going to make it quite differently. I don't live anywhere near Philadelphia. And second of all, why do I want to try to reinvent the wheel or try to improve on something that's already been done about as good as it can be done? Although I am going to make a different version of a shaved steak sandwich is what I will call it. And so let's get turned around here and see how we're going to go about this. Okay, so let me take you around my cart here, my little work cart that I use to do all my cooking on. Over here I got some sub buns, and here I've got a pound of, or actually it's 14 ounces. That's a conversation I'd like to have, but not with you folks. That's 14 ounces of shaved steak that I found at the grocery the other day. I actually love going to the grocery because I get all my inspiration and ideas while I'm working, or while I'm at the grocery. I don't work there. I've got white mushrooms here. I've got a few tablespoons of flour, some kosher salt, a pepper grinder, black pepper. I got about a half an onion here. I got a green bell pepper there, a green pepper, however you want to call it. I got some beef stock, beef broth, excuse me, broth. That'd be the soldier ones. I got some seasoned salt. I got some minced garlic, olive oil, a few slices of Swiss cheese, and that's about it. So I think we can make everything we need to do with all we've got here on the little cart here. I've got a skillet sitting on top of the stove here, which I'm going to put to good use in just a moment. Okay, so the very first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and get me a fire going up underneath this skillet here. I'm going to set that on about medium high for now. Don't want to get it too hot. And I'm going to put, I'm going to say a good couple tablespoons of oil in the bottom of the pan there. Then I'm going to go ahead and take my onion. I got this half onion right here. Cut off the root end. I just want to go ahead and I want to cut into half rings. One more. If I can get it started there. There we go. And that's going to go directly into our pan. With our oil. I'm going to take a handful of these mushrooms right into our pan. We're going to sweat those out a little bit. Maybe another little handful. Just like that. Into our pan. We're going to take our bell pepper here. Pour it out. Just like that. Out of here. You want to get your seeds out, just tap them down like that. Kind of move them out of the way. I don't think it's critical that you get all your seeds out of your, if you miss one or two, it's not going to hurt anything. Out of the way. I'll cut some slices here. Into the pan they go. We're going to sweat that down too. That was not the hugest bell pepper that I've ever seen. That's alright. I think we've got enough in here to do what we want to do. In fact, I think I'm going to go ahead and throw a bit more mushroom in there since I'm a mushroom freak. There we go. That looks better. And we're going to sweat these down real good. Okay, so our onions and stuff are getting nice and tender. I'm going to go ahead and give it a little sprinkle of salt there, like that. I'm also going to go ahead and put about 2 cloves of garlic worth in there. Garlic goes in at the end. You don't want to overcook it. So we're just going to leave it in there for a minute or so. Okay, so I'm going to come in here with a plate. I'm going to remove this stuff for the time being. Kind of smells Chinese at the moment. Out of the way. Now it's time for our steak. I might end up putting just a little more oil in there. I think I will. About another 2 tablespoons. I want to hit my steak with some of this seasoned salt. Pretty good. There we go. Also some black pepper. Just like that. Now I'm going to come back in with my vegetables. Just like that. And mixed up a little bit here. Now I'm going to come in with a good healthy tablespoon of flour. About like so. Mix that around. Well, cook that flour just a little bit, so it's not just raw flour. Alright, now then, I'm going to come in with about a cup or so of my beef broth. And the hope is our flour that we put in there is going to thicken that broth up. Broth should give us some good flavor. Hopefully you can see it is beginning to thicken up here. Now then, I think I want to taste it now and determine if it needs any salt or anything else that I might think it needs. I think just a touch of salt. Just a little pinch or two. Just like that. Of course, that's all. This salt and pepper is always subject to taste. Alright folks, let's get this off the heat. I just turned the heat off actually. And let's get to making some sandwiches. Ooh-wee, is that looking good? Okay, I got these sub rolls. They're whole wheat. Not that that matters. There we go. Take this meat, peppers, and onions mixture. With a little bit of a gravy in there. That was the purpose of the flour and the yeah, the beef broth. There's that. Now then, I'm going to melt this cheese just a little bit, make it photogenic. Kind of like that. Time for a picture or two after I clean the lens. Alright folks, guess what time it is now? Time to get turned around. Okay folks, so I took the liberty of reducing the size of my plate and also the size of that sandwich to make it a little more manageable here. But boy, I can't tell you how much I'm looking forward to this right here. Boy oh boy folks, to say, excuse me, to say that I'm happy with the way this turned out might be an understatement. That little bit of gravy in there, the onions, the peppers, it all comes together. This makes a great sandwich. It doesn't take too long to make. If you had a crowd, You could easily upsize this, not a problem. Double the size, triple the size, very easily. It didn't take but maybe an hour and 15 minutes total to make. You can do this. Folks, if you like what you're seeing down here in the bottom right hand corner, please hit like and subscribe and stay tuned. There's always more to come. And thanks for watching.